Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, September 14th, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. We had a kind of disappointing day today. That unfortunately we seem to have a lot of disappointing days lately. We had about $10,000 open trade equity on Friday, and when we ended up closing out today, we had negative 3,000 closed out. So we saw profits dissolve, all the profits dissolve and go to a small negative. We're also carrying about negative 3,000 going into tomorrow. So it was just all around lousy and disappointing, although certainly not a disaster for us as far as the losses. Dow closed down 62. It's really consolidating here. It's dancing around my red line. Opened up above the red line, then went down below it, then came back above it, then came back below, bumped against it here, and closed just a little below it on the close. I do think this thing is kind of consolidating and winding up, and I'm expecting it's going higher. I'm going to call it higher for tomorrow. We'll just have to see. But this didn't bode well for us today at all. I'll show you a couple of trades. I'll show you the big disappointment. This was Shake Shack, and I had showed you this on Friday. We'd gotten into this, and this thing just had this huge monster move with some short covering up here right at the top, and that would have been a great place to get out, because this trade was up like almost $10,000 up here at the very, very top on Friday. But then it gaps down this morning and comes back a little, but by the time we got out, we got about $2,500 out of Shake Shack. So that's where most of our profits went. As I say, we went from a perfect high of around $10,000 to a quarter of that when we finally got out today. So that was very disappointing. Shake Shack looked like an outlier trade. It ended up being just a so-so trade. I don't have much to show you in terms of what we got in, but I will show you this one trade. This is in Gray Television, and we haven't, I don't think we've had a trade in this in a while, but we got into this a pretty hefty gap up, and actually we're buying it fairly high here, but it kept going and closed near its high. Now we only, on the close here that's showing on this chart, we only have about $1,000 on this, but the reason I'm kind of showing this to you is I noticed in the aftermarket we're up to about $3,000 or $4,000 in this trade. So hopefully, just maybe, we might get a break tomorrow on this. We definitely need it. So, not a great day. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday.